Welcome to episode 4. Today we're going to talk about empathy. In this clip, I will share with you 4 essential tips to develop empathy, especially if you are a leader. Empathy is highly needed these days as we are facing crisis, pandemic, economic slowdown, protests in every part of the world. In a deadly situation, it's important to articulately perceive what others are feeling. If not, life can be threatening. Empathy is a fundamental building block for conflict resolution, understanding, and bonding with others. What better time than now to strengthen our ability to express empathy? Let's enlighten you. First tip is to do self-reflection because it can significantly lead to empathy. Self-reflection is an ability to see and understand yourself in the way you are. It's a practice to look inward into yourself by using your mind, not your eyes. The one who can see yourself well tend to understand other people better as they perceive by the mind, not by the brain. In other words, we use emotional reactions, not intellectual reactions. Sometimes we know that our common sense works better than logical thinking process. So empathy can be automatically and naturally developed within you. For example, if your friend started to cry heavily after a phone call, to empathize her, do you think you should ask the reason or just making her feel you are by her side? No matter what will happen to her, you're still being with her. Because sometimes a trigger may be very emotional and sometimes it's hard to disclose. 2. Practicing meditation. Because meditation enhances empathy traits and skills. Interestingly, research found that empathy will reduce when people are in stress, burnout, depression, or anger. While meditation reduces stress, prevent anxiety, avoid depressions, and control anger. Also, a group of researchers found that meditation seems to activate brain regions that underlie empathy. I myself practice meditation for over 30 years, and I believe that meditation enhances empathy within me. Meditation also helped me develop patience, and without patience, you hardly empathize people because you can lose temper easily. Third tip is reducing bias because bias play a major role in how you perceive others. In Buddhism, there are 4 kinds of bias, which is bias of love, bias of hatred, bias of fear, and bias of delusion. For example, if you are biased of hatred, you may not be able to empathize that person. But if you bias of love, you may empathize your loved one while misunderstand the other one or misinterpret the whole situation. Imagine if you're a boss and you love one employee more than the other employees, so you may treat them differently or you may treat them unfairly. 4th tip is to listening deeply and actively, which can lead to empathy. Listening can reduce bias of delusion because it helps you acquire information of circumstances so you can empathize other people and understand the actual situation thoroughly. It's very important not to take sides when empathizing. These are 4 tips that help you cultivate empathy, and empathy leads to understanding, respect, harmony, peace, and coexistence. To be in someone's shoes is not that difficult, right?